New Zealand has just adopted the new health and safety legislation. It is modelled on the Australian rules. It puts a far greater onus of responsibility on directors, and rightly so, and therefore we in New Zealand are having to come to grips as directors with where Australia was 4 or 5 years ago. When you look at that, that's the duty of care, a greater due diligence, ensuring that actually we are accountable for safe workplaces. It means not entirely relying on what management says, it's making our own inquiries, it's seeking those assurances that we need to seek, and again that's where the Global Safety Index can play a very valuable part, because it starts to give us some indication of what our workforces are saying around culture and behaviour and our leadership of safety, rather than simply relying on what management says it is.
I think the changes in New Zealand are an important step towards bringing a greater risk focus to legislative enforcement. And a lot can be learnt from the operational practice of how the legislation's applied, but you still can't forget the cultural nuances and the drivers behind the legislation. I think you've got to be very careful to draw close parallels between the two. So there's some commonality, but there'll be some local application that's quite different. So the key learning will be what the New Zealand approach and culture seeks to achieve from the Australian law and how it implements it, but I still think you'll get a different experience in New Zealand.